Hey fam, it's your girl Shannon Owens, the Know Your Worth coach. I deal with personal development, getting this right here together. Us, not everybody else, because that's too easy, but working on the hard part, and that's us because we worth it. We worth being better. We worth treating ourselves like we deserve to be treated with some love and some dignity and some respect and with some integrity. That's how we should be treating ourselves, and that's knowing your worth to me. It's knowing the areas our own individual areas of opportunity, and decide to make a change in those areas, if that makes sense. Part of the problem is that a lot of people, especially in my community, and I'm not putting anybody down, trust me, I'm here to help people get up. We attain our worth to what we have and not who we are. And when we start to understand that worth is not a calculated monetary value, that's why you'll see me write priceless with a dollar sign. Can't put the X through it, on the keyboard, but on my book and in other places, the priceless has an X going through the dollar sign because it's not about what you can buy, it's about who you are. If you say that again, it's about who you are and who you want to be despite who you were. That's it. And it's a ever evolving this thing. We will be forever discovering our worth in different areas of our lives because we grow older. The seasons change. We mature or we don't. I'm just saying. But there is something in each and every one of us that we were created to do. We were put here for a purpose. So, we're worth something. That means something because I guarantee you, and I'm going to promise you that your life is not just about you. Say that again. Your life is not just about you, but you work hard to impact other people. And we can't do that when we've been messed up. So as I'm sitting down and I'm just meditating and thinking like I always do, Jesus dropped it right on down in my heart. And he said, you know what? There is no shame in not knowing your worth. I was like, wow, no shame in not knowing your worth. He said, no, shame come from the enemy. What you don't know, you don't know. And a lot of people think they know their worth, like I said, based on their tennis shoes or based on their car or based on their bank account. When in actuality, every single one of those things I just named can be taken from you like this and it'll mean nothing. And then guess what's just going to be left? You. So come on in here and let me tell you that again. It's no shame in not knowing your worth. I think the biggest sense of regret is thinking you know your worth or you don't and you don't, or how do I put it, not knowing it and could care less about it. Each and every one of us were put here for a purpose. A lot of us don't know what that purpose is, and that's what I think he was telling me when I said it. It's okay, but it's not okay to not want to know what it is or not seek that out or not to, go in search of what that is. So that's what knowing your worth is to me. It can be in any area of your life, personally, professionally. It could be in your family. Some of us put ourselves down and put other people up here, or some parents ignorantly say that brother better than that brother, so now here you is all your life thinking you less than because somebody pointed out to you that you were. Ixnay on that. I'm just gonna say that right there. It is something powerful, dynamic, beautiful, amazing, and needed about you. So I want you to know that when I say know your worth, that's what I'm talking about. Knowing your worth is just accepting, what was, changing a negative into a positive. When I say accepting what was, it is what it is. There is nothing we can do to go back to change the past, y'all. A lot of people ain't getting up out the grave to tell you they sorry. A lot of people will not apologize. So stop sitting there waiting for it. Stop sitting up there waiting for an apology that you'll never get. Just let it go. Because what it's doing is it's hindering your life and it's stopping your progress. And ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody at all has time for that. None whatsoever. So, that's about accepting what was. Then it's about changing a negative into a positive. It's, math. I wasn't that good at it. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I wasn't that good in it. But personally, changing a negative into something positive, man, when I tell you that's one of the best feelings in the world, when you know you've done something differently in your life and it's for the good, when you put that work in, it feel good. I'm just for real. And a lot of people be like, well, nobody ever showed me. Naturally, we were designed to want to be good. Even though it's evil out here, yeah, we were born into sin, we still have an innate desire to be good, to be right, to live, better. And we have those conversations with ourselves. Okay, so y'all don't think you have a conversation. I'm gonna tell you some of the conversations I've had with myself. It went something like this. Oh, what the hell is you doing? Girl, have you lost your entire mind? When is you getting up out of here? Why are you still putting up with this foolishness? See, those are those self-check conversations that we sometimes have with ourselves. The bad part in that is that we say it, but we ignore it. We say it and we go back to what it was instead of paying attention to what we're saying to ourselves, because in actuality, it is a self-check, a realization, a area of opportunity of knowing your worth. So that's all I'm telling y'all right now. If you ever had any of those conversations with yourself and it's something you need to work on, do it. It's no shame in not knowing it, but I tell you what, it's a sense of it's a sense of regret if you don't. If you leave this earth and not do something better with yourself, it's a sense of regret there. And ain't nobody got time for that. We got lives to live. It's not about what you got. It's about what you leave behind. I don't care if you in a state of being mean, you ain't gonna give somebody a hug who need that hug because you mean. Something gotta be changed. So that's all I wanted to jump on here and tell y'all today. And I might have seemed like it was all over the place, but I really did just want to let you know that there is no shame in not knowing your worth. The sense of regret would be in not wanting to know or thinking you know it and you don't. How do you think you know it and you don't? Because you attain it to what you got instead of who you are. You are precious. You are priceless. You are amazing. You are, I don't even have the words. I'm just telling you, that's what you are. But I can't be the only one to believe that for you. You got to know that for yourself, which is to start to knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing what you need to work on and doing it, and knowing that you have to forgive yourself so that you can be great, because you are. What you did ain't who you are. It's just what you did. And yeah, we had those conversations. Tell me, what the hell you do that for? But that really ain't you. You just did something real dumb. So when we can get that idea out of our head, into our minds that, I'm better than that. I'm worth putting that work in for myself. I'm worth the action. Then life gonna be so much better. It's a beautiful thing. When I tell people, put it in a bag and you can write down something that you accomplished, not just for the sake of making some money, but the sake of growing, maturing, evolving, changing. Y'all, that's a beautiful thing. Well, I'm out of here. I just wanted to put that out there for y'all. Hit me up on my YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram. All of it is Shannon Owens PDC or Know Your Worth. It'll pop up on there. I had nothing but love for y'all. And I'm just saying, it's no shame in it, but it is a sense of regret if you do not put that work in. You got to do this. If you need help, reach out. Have a good day, my fam. If you got any questions, hit me up. I want to hear from y'all. I miss y'all. It's the truth. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.